Hey, what's up? Yeah, yeah. On our play for this week, should you be playing the highest rated game of the year, Clair Obscur Expedition 33? Is Ghost of Yote challenging Assassin's Creed Shadows by introducing this new gameplay feature? Will Arc Raiders get the same treatment as Marathon? All this and more on Season 9, Episode 17 of Press X to Start Gamers Digest. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's up, everyone? I'm your host, CJ, aka Sexy Bad Choices, aka I feel like the internet's going to be wrong about Marathon. I am joined by
John M.F. Ross.
What does the MNF stand for?
Christopher Columbaclot.
Hey, you're from an island, you'll get that. If you're not, look up.
You'll still get that.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh, man. That was a good one. Now you know who we are. This is Press X Start Gamers Digest, a video game news show that condenses the most important gaming news from this past week into an hour-long meal just for you. We are live on YouTube when we can make it because life is hard.
But fascism is also hard.
Yes, it is. Unless you have everybody working for you, then it's kind of easy, I guess. I don't know. Don't forget, you can support us by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the notification bell. If you are listening, we'd appreciate you leaving us a review on whatever podcast service you're currently tuned in on. And if you want to join our conversations by joining our Discord at pressx2start.com/Discord. With that taken care of and out of the way, let us jump into the gaming news with number one. Speechless. Clair Obscur Expedition 33, the first game from a studio. What the heck? Filed with nope, that's filled. Jeez, okay. I need to bump up my my zoom in because obviously I am going blind. Filled with ex Ubisoft devs is officially the best rated game of 2025. This comes to us from Games Radar by way of Austin Wood. Yes, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It is out and it is a banger. It is currently sitting at a 91 on OpenCritic and a 92 on Metacritic. That is pretty crazy for this studio's first game. I mean, if we rewind the clock back a little bit, everyone kind of thought it was sort of strange when like one of the first marketing materials that came out for the game was like, hey, look, check out our voice actor like roster. And it's just like, you guys got like really big names. Like, what is happening in that studio? I actually had
like Sean what's his name? From the fucking space game.
What's the space game? Mass Effect?
Never mind. No Man's Sky. Sean Murray.
Yes.
Where are you getting this money from?
You're not wrong. Still pretty crazy. So yeah, like it was very kind of shocking to see that, but then to see, what they had in the chamber, it's like, oh, okay, like they had something going. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about, well, I guess I'll be talking about Clair Expedition 33. I'm gonna say Expedition 33 from now on because that title is incredibly long for, as far as I know right now, no reason. I don't know who Clair or Obscur is in this game. I'm not too far, but maybe I'll find out. I don't know. So yes, this game is doing remarkably well. Words are just. Yes. It's just yes. This game is doing very good, even though it came out the same week as Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remastered.
I mean, Elder Scrolls just ain't some people's thing. So I mean, it's a different. That's a action RPG. This is a action turn-based RPG. Like,
you're right. What I think for me, I was still looking at Elder Scrolls as one of those tentpole games that will just take the air out of everything around it. But
you're thinking of Skyrim, though. I mean, the last Oblivion was 20 years ago. They shadow dropped it. You would have had to have known that that they had a direct or something, didn't they? Like, did they announce?
Yeah.
Did they announce how far in advance the direct was going to be?
I think they did. I think it was the same week.
People have been tracking Clair Obscur for however long now. So you'd have to be tapped in or listening to press X to start, because all of our listeners are tapped in.
They all are.
Yeah.
And they also like this video.
But no, you would have had to be tapped in. So I mean, it's not surprising. This was a promising new original IP coming from
rated M for mature
ex-devs of a studio.
Right. I'm gonna play the trailer because
it was pretty cool. It had an interesting premise. It previewed well. Some people want a new thing. I mean, I haven't heard about too many bugs. Some people still like the charm and jank of Bethesda games, because I hear some Oblivion stuff is still Oblivion. So I mean, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you like that, you like that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like I have some irritation about that, where it's just like Bethesda has basically just gotten away with murder its entire like history, and it's just like, what? But whatever. If you like that stuff, then more power to you. I particularly don't, so that just irks me all the time. But yeah, back to Clair Obscur. I mean, you know what? Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about my time with the game. That way, when it comes to what we've been playing, we can just talk about our marathon time. So yes, I have been playing Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. I lied. I said I was just gonna say Expedition 33, but I just forgot. This game is real good. I didn't know who Gustav was, but within the first 30 minutes of the game, I was like, yo, we are gonna take out this paintress. Yo, like, Gustav is my bruh. Like, let's go. We're doing this thing. We are going across that ocean, and we're gonna fight whatever we need to fight. And boy, is the combat system in this game amazing. So it has the look of a Persona. It has the thing that is added to the traditional turn-based system in this game is the fact that you can dodge attacks, you can parry attacks, and then a little later on you can jump attacks. They actually just showed it in the trailer. I think it's going to be a little delayed. So yeah, like, they give you these abilities to essentially be active in a turn-based combat scenario all the time. And that was the one thing that I constantly poked fun at, like those old classic like JRPGs, where I'm just like, I don't want to sit there and get punched in the face. Like, no, I'd rather play an action RPG where I can move around and do my own thing. And if I get hit, it was my fault because I didn't dodge or I didn't move out the way or whatever. Whereas this game gives you the opportunity to dodge attacks, to try and parry attacks, and then later on you can jump attack and do a counter attack if you're successful at the jumping part. And right now I only have 3 of the characters unlocked. I'm not going to spoil any of the story stuff other than what's already shown in the trailers and whatever they've shown is basically we've talked about to death. I'm not even going to do all that. The characters, though, are I don't want to compare this to Baldur's Gate 3 because I feel like for me, like, Baldur's Gate 3 is like that, like the upper echelon, like peak of like what I enjoy about like not character progression, but like just character, like good character, good writing character, and like all that stuff. I feel like from what I've played, what I've experienced with these characters, like, I really like how these characters are written, in the fact that they are all, for the most part, adult and they're going through like real like grief, real pain, real suffering, and it's not like played up for the sake of drama or that stuff. It's like, oh no, you would act like this if this stuff happened to you, and it's just like they have, once they left their island, they had no idea what to expect. And I feel like as you're playing through the game, like there's things that are just like, how is this? What is going on here? And like from what I have heard from other people who reviewed the game and like beat the game, it's like there's a bunch of twists and turns throughout the story, and it's like it keeps you on your toes basically up until the end. I'm just like, perfect. I can't wait to get further in this to like actually understand like what is this world like, how is this working, why is this paintress doing the things that the paintress is doing, all that stuff. But yeah, if you like turn-based RPGs and you just want something different, I absolutely suggest trying out Expedition 33. And it's also not a full price game. It's like $50, I think, versus the 70. I believe it's definitely reduced. It's 50. Okay, yeah. It's definitely totally worth the experience. It is already at 1 million copies shipped, which same as sold at this point. But it's not, that number doesn't include the Game Pass players because Xbox doesn't release that information because Xbox. Did you pre-order it?
I was going to, but I set the money aside for the Switch. So
okay.
I secured a Switch bundle.
Shout out. He did it. He did the impossible. Congratulate this man. On our comments below. There you go.
Shut your ass up. But no, like, I plan on playing it at some point. Soon. Because I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah. I for how excited I was for Metaphor Refantasio, like the first like couple of hours I was playing it, there's absolutely no way I am going back to playing a normal JRPG or a Atlas game. Like after playing this game and after having the whole dodge and like, oh, also when you're doing attacks, it gives you like a little like QTE, quick time event, where if you press like X at the right time, you can do more damage. Like
this is also like the game Sea of Stars, if anybody's curious. And that also reviewed very well. Granted, it is a retro-inspired visuals, but pretty good game.
Yeah, there's a demo out for that, I believe. It should still be out. Yeah. But yeah, this game is just great. It's just great. Like, yeah, for as much as people was talking up Blueprints and how like, oh, this could be the game of the year and stuff, I don't know.
Hey, we have a strong 2025, and hell, Blueprints might suffer from Yakuza syndrome, where it's going to suffer from recency bias. Yeah. But gamers are eating in 2025. We'll say that
for sure. I will say that like I heard a spoiler cast for Blueprints, and it's like it sounds crazy, and it's like, oh, the people who are talking about it are like day 60, day 70 something. I'm just like, that's awesome. I don't think I'm gonna get there. I don't think I'm gonna get to day 50.
You have to play it in a certain manner because you're not gonna beat it. Like I went back and I discovered more rooms. I found a pool. I found the garage, all that good stuff. It has cutscenes when you trigger certain things. I mean, it has some stuff, but it requires more thinking. And people don't want to do that. And I understand. I get it.
Yeah,
they don't want to bust out a pen and paper to play a game.
Yeah, I feel like, I think Blueprints is going to be one of the like really, really hot games that people talk about, but I also feel like it's gonna be
that might be like divisive. Indie of the Year. Divisive,
yeah. There we go. Yeah. I think that's what it's gonna nail right there. Okay. Speaking of Indie of the Year, number 2, Sucker Punch shares new Ghost of Yote details as the game's non-linear campaign is explained. This comes to us from VGC by way of, is this Midler? Is the Midler joint? Jordan Midler, yes it is. So, Ghost of Yote dropped a release date trailer. Actually, go ahead and get the article. I'm about to put the
so
real quick.
It'll be released in October. And the game's co-creative directors Nate Fox and Jason Cornell have spoken to Famitsu, the Japanese publication, shedding light on the next game from them. The main theme of this game is revenge. Would that be? I mean, I guess it wouldn't be revenge for the first one. You were just saving your father. Was it father? Yeah. Uncle? Whatever. The main character, Atsu. Okay, the main character, Atsu, has a big trauma in her childhood and goes on a journey to get revenge. This sounds like the plot to Sifu. The game will see the player hunt down the Yote 6, a group of warriors that had caused death and destruction across Japan. As the player hunts them down, a sash worn by the protagonist, Atsu, will display the names of the Yote 6 that she's pursuing. Interesting. Fox and Cornell visited the game setting, which today is known as the Prefecture of Hokkaido, to research the game. They said they received cooperation from various advisors regarding the depiction of the Ainu people and Ainu culture of the time. Like the previous game, they thoroughly researched Japanese culture and incorporated it into the project. You will be able to approach the Yote 6 in any order, and the game will also introduce new close combat weaponry. How you feel about this open world?
So
non-linear story.
So here's the thing, right? Because I'm trying to remember my time in Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? But like, I guess that was. I feel like, is that game considered open world too?
Okay, let me rephrase. It's a non-linear campaign though, so it's not like go here, go here, go here. It's here's 6 SOBs.
Yeah,
you can do it in any order, almost like
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
and a few other games.
The beginning of the
You know what? You know what? No. This could work. Now that I think about it in my head, because Grand Theft Auto typically is non-linear in a way, because you can tackle certain missions in certain order. But you have to do a certain number to trigger the shit forward. So I'm a trust Sucker Punch. They haven't missed yet, as far as I know.
That's where I'm at.
I don't know if I'm a fan of it, because like it turned me off from Zelda. It didn't feel like a true Zelda game to me. But
okay,
this Ghost franchise, we're only 2 games in, so they're not deeply entrenched like Zelda, which at that point had been close to 30 years in a certain formula.
Right.
So we'll see. It comes out October 2nd. This is going to be a day one. You'll hear from us that weekend when it comes out. The collector's edition has a Atsu ghost mask built to scale,
which is cool.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you got to put something in there for the collector's edition. But yeah, I am definitely a fan of this. I think this is a cool idea.
He a fan. Go ahead.
But my thing is, so I hope that they have the game programmed that no matter how you tackle the 6 was it the 6? It's not Yote. The 6 villains or whatever. However you tackle them, the story still progresses in a natural way. So it's like, it's the Yote 6. It's like, you've killed Yote 5. It's like, oh, I see you've taken out Yote 5. Oh, okay, interesting. Blah blah blah. And it's like it progresses that way where it's just like it doesn't feel like the game doesn't register.
Yeah, that you've done something.
Yeah, exactly. Like again, like just what you said. Like I trust Sucker Punch to make this game be of quality, and I think they will totally do stuff like that and make it work. And I also hope that they jam pack this game with a bunch of like
you want it to feel like the story in between matters versus
exactly. Like you don't feel like you're just running to point A, point B, point C, point D, and then like beat the game. Like it should feel like the world actually is watching what you're doing, kind of thing. Yeah, and when I mentioned that this is the biggest map of any open world game they've ever made, and it's like, okay, that's cool. Again, I feel like that's one of those like kind of back of the box bullet points they put on to like promote the game. It's like you guys don't need to say that. Like this is
they probably just change a few lines of dialogue. It's not a lot to record if you have 6 villains.
We mean
for them to, if you kill villain A, then or villain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reference 1. It's only but a few more lines to record and trigger. So I mean,
oh yeah. I want them to tackle that in an interesting way. So it doesn't just feel like, okay, well, they're just like swapping out lines depending on who you kill first, second, or they're like, but yeah, that's a problem that they have to solve, and I believe they can solve it.
Yeah,
not my problem. But yeah, so the other thing that I stashed away in our notes is I feel like with Ghost of Yote coming out October 2nd, I think this is signaling that GTA 6 is probably going to come out.
Where are you getting this signaling from, DJ?
So here's the thing, right? This is PlayStation's, for lack of better words, biggest title, like biggest first party title of the year. Yeah. And there is absolutely no way Sony's not going to do any kind of marketing
coordinate with Rockstar.
Yeah. So it's like if they are doing marketing with Rockstar, they are not going to shoot themselves in the foot and put out their big tentpole game of the year behind GTA 6 because
is Death Stranding not a tentpole game?
But Death Stranding's like earlier in the year though. Like Death Stranding is like in a couple months. Yeah. So like you have Death Stranding, but then I don't know. I don't know which one is.
Oh no, that comes out June 24th.
Oh dang. Oh, that's even sooner. But yeah, so you have okay. So I guess Death Stranding is going to be their like summer game, and then you have the fall game being Ghost. But there was rumors, speculations that GTA 6 might drop late October or no, I think it was just like late October because that matches the previous releases of GTA or whatever. Yeah. And to me, it feels like, okay, I think that by itself is like, maybe. But then having them come out and put their foot down saying this is coming out October 2nd is like, okay, at the beginning of October, sure. And it's like, oh, wait, if they're doing marketing with GTA, they have this at the beginning of October, GTA 6 at the end of October, and then whatever games after, if they want to still come out with games. And it's just like, oh, okay, that kind of works. But we'll see. This is complete like me looking at the tea leaves as they flutter down the sky from a tree or something, and just kind of reading them. So yeah, that's it. All right, number 3. Let me pause this video. Arc Raiders is offering another chance to try the game early. Signups open now.
Yeah, good luck. Game gonna be free to play?
No, it's not. I actually looked it up around the marathon stuff, And
they need to have an open beta for these live service games because you want people to drop if it's not going to be free.
Yeah. The thing is, at least for Marathon, I feel like they are going to I feel like they're going to do an open beta because right now they are launching a second round of alpha codes to go out.
Yeah.
And I think they're probably going to put out a, more polished version sometime in the summer and then do an open beta to get everybody in to try to gauge try to turn the internet, because the internet's doing the whole Concord thing to Marathon. It's just interesting. But yeah, that's Marathon. This is Arc Raiders. See what I did there? How are you interested in this one? Are you excited?
I'd have to see it again.
Okay.
Yeah. I know they did release another trailer, and I see a lot of buzz about. I saw a lot of buzz people saying that it looks more interesting than anything they had shown thus far. So
yeah,
we'll see. But we also have so much fire coming out this year. I don't know if I want to dedicate my time to a live service right now. I'm looking at stuff we got supposed to come out. We got Mario Kart World, Death Stranding. You're not into Slay the Spire like that, but Slay the Spire, the Shinobi game coming out, Tony Hawk is coming out, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Snake Eater, Ghost of Yotei, GTA.
Oh, Snake Eater is this year. Dang.
Yeah. Phantom Blade Zero. And whatever else I didn't mention. We got a lot of fire coming out this year.
Yeah. I don't know where I stand with Arc Raiders, because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that looks interesting, that looks cool. The more I see it, the more I'm like, okay, this, for lack of better words, this looks like a really solid PC shooter. And I don't mean that by oh, mouse and keyboard. I mean by the aesthetics. It looks like a game you would find on Steam. And I don't know if that is a good or bad thing. And it's from what I have seen in terms of news and articles written and all that stuff, I'm not seeing a lot of articles about Arc Raiders. They had they dropped some gameplay a month or two back, and it looked fine. But the only place I really see buzz is in the subreddit, the Arc Raider subreddit. And I feel like if that's the only place where people are talking about the game, I don't think that's great. I hope that they pull the same move that Marathon did and say, oh, you know what? Even though this is this is a tech test, we need to open this up so people can actually see this game and react to this game, whether it be positive or negative. But we want people talking about this game. So, because right now, I don't know. If I was them, I don't know if I'd launch this year either.
I almost forgot this game was coming out this year.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's just man, that's going to be rough, especially if Marathon's able to turn people after it being just out and more people seeing it and be like, oh, okay, this isn't what I thought this was, kind of thing. And yesterday I was just perusing my YouTube or whatever. And one of the streamers that I used to follow who played DMZ, he was playing Marathon. And I was like, oh, okay, let me check this out. And he has 120 plus thousand followers. He had over 2,000 or 3,000 people watching him. And I was like, that's actually really wow. Good. And then I was telling you before we streamed, my name is Bife, who if you know him, you know him. He's a big Destiny lore head, like probably one of the biggest lore heads. He was playing Marathon. Like he had like about 400, 450, like playing his game or watching him play the game or whatever. But it's a thing of like more people are playing this game now and they're streaming their feed. So it's I don't know. I feel like Marathon probably will turn heads by the time it comes out, and it will probably just be a game that people play who is interested in extraction shooters and want to play it for console or PC or whatever. Although Marathon is not perfect, and we will get to that a little later with our impressions of that game. But yeah, Arc Raiders. Their test is happening this weekend. We both signed up for the tech test, right? You signed up?
Yeah, I literally just did it. I'll check it out.
Yeah. I did it before too, but you know how things go. I bet Sean will get it, and I definitely won't because
you're not loved.
Not at all. Not at all. The internet hates me because
our listeners do too.
It's because I wear blue shirts. All right. Before we get into Indiana Jones selling faster on play, let me not read all that. Hey, you listener, do us a favor. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Let me stop playing this video. Hit the notification bell. And if you're listening, please leave us a review on whatever podcast service you're currently tuned in on so we can keep the lights running, going, keep the ship flying, whatever. All right. Number 4. Indiana Jones selling faster on PS5 than Xbox and Steam, says analyst. This comes to us from Pure Xbox by way of Fraser Gilbert. Ooh, Gilbert, that's a strong last name. So yeah, Indiana Jones came out last week, 2 weeks ago, and as the article suggests, it is selling really well on PlayStation 5. Well, it's selling better on PS5 than it is on Xbox and Steam. The Xbox part, not surprising because they have Game Pass, and I believe the analyst said about 5 million people at least tried Indiana Jones. That's a lot of people to jump on one game at one time. That's good. But it's selling better on PlayStation than it is on Steam, which I find weird because generally Steam does the bigger number, especially being a multi-platform game. I don't know how to read into that. I believe there was a story about Xbox talking about or at least Bethesda talking about wanting to make more Indiana Jones games. So I guess it did good enough to get a sequel. But again, it's it's really hard to compare any of this stuff because Xbox doesn't release any numbers. So it's just like, all right, that's
game has 10 million players.
Right. Who are these players, Xbox? Phil, tell us, please. But yeah, I mean, I think that's good. It seems that the game is doing well. At least it's doing well. It's probably doing better than well, but I'm just, you just don't know. Are you gonna get this? Because you were pretty excited about it when it first thingamabobs.
I want to. But I'm playing so much stuff. Why spend money on something right now? And I could play it because I have not activated my
Game Pass.
The Game Pass trial with this new gaming laptop that I got.
You know what's funny?
Yeah,
my computer. I think it was earlier today, actually. Yeah, it was like, hey, you like playing games? You gonna try Game Pass? I'm like, don't you goddamn dare.
I could set it up, but it's something about gaming on a laptop or maybe a PC. I don't know. I don't
remember you can connect your controller to it and be completely lost when it gives you Xbox buttons.
I know, but I don't know.
I don't get it. I don't blame you. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, I just wanted to mention that. And then the analyst also says this whole article is just reaffirming Xbox's strategy of releasing their games everywhere. And they said that the analyst said if Indiana Jones: The Great Circle was launched on PlayStation, day and date as Xbox and Steam, it would have probably sold a lot more. But they're learning. They're as we see, they're changing their strategy whenever they can to try and make the most money that they can. So we'll probably see their next slate of games launch on PlayStation same time as Xbox. But yeah. Number 5, update. Nintendo quietly confirms cost of Switch 2 upgrades for Kirby and the Forgotten Lands and Super Mario Party Jamboree. And they're not cheap. This comes to us from IGN by way of Vicky Blake.
Those SOBs.
They're $20 to update. Oh, geez. Yeah. I mean, we were all kind of waiting for the shoe to drop to see how expensive this stuff was going to be coming from Nintendo. Yeah. And hey, man, money. They like money, so they're going to make money. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. It's one of the things where it's like, okay, yeah, they got to make their money somehow, right? They're charging more for the console. Some games are going to be more expensive, and the upgrade packs are also going to be expensive. And it's like I guess the shoe has to fall eventually for each of these first parties, right? I don't know. What's your feelings on this?
It would be nice if they made these free or cheaper. They're free to set them, huh?
I said it would be nice.
Yeah, they're free to set them at whatever price they want to, and I guess people will vote with their dollars. And I guess the data supports that people will spend this amount of money on such things.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do it, but then I mean,
you're right.
I bought The Last of Us 3 times. I bought GTA 5 3 times. So I mean, like, some people just have things that they're willing to like. You don't have to upgrade. It would be nice if the upgrades or whatever were free for the Switch 2, but your old stuff works just fine.
Yeah.
You were fine playing it, in whatever resolution and whatever speed it was before.
Yeah, it's just it's weird. It's weird putting Nintendo and visuals and performance in the same sentence. And it's like, are you really there for that? Like, you would probably have the other consoles or PC if you wanted the visuals and performance. So it is a thing of like, wow, if it works on the Switch, do you really need to upgrade? Like, probably not. I mean, unless you want the whole camera feature for your Mario Party Jamboree. Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't affect me because I also don't own either of those games, and I probably wouldn't.
I mean, other games be expensive too. I think.
Yeah, like
Breath of the Wild. What, $10, $15, $20? I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they'll get the data. They'll see how it does. They'll learn from their mistakes, whatever that may be.
Number 6, Blizzard reportedly taps Nexon to publish Overwatch Mobile and a new StarCraft game.
Because they haven't driven it into the ground enough. Go ahead.
Not at all. There's still more ground to drive the game into. This comes to us from VGC by way of Jordan Midler. Overwatch Mobile is being called Overwatch 3 internally, it's claimed. That's fun.
Is it going to have 4 people on the team this time?
Right? It's mobile. You got to conserve your battery, right? Oh, geez. Okay. Nexon will reportedly publish a new StarCraft game and Overwatch Mobile. According to MTN, Nexon has been chosen by Blizzard to publish the mobile adaptation of its popular hero shooter. And as part of the negotiation process, it also works with Blizzard on a new StarCraft game. Awesome. Blizzard, let me get out this ad. Jesus, VGC, come on out. Blizzard has been bidding since the fourth quarter of last year for major Korean game companies, offering content development rights using the StarCraft IP and the Korean and Japanese service rights for Overwatch Mobile as a package deal, reports claim. Okay. I think that's interesting. Like, doesn't Microsoft have enough studios where they can do this, I guess, like internally? But I guess Nexon.
I mean, but they don't have a lot of mobile games, so maybe they're just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Y'all do this.
Okay, so Nexon is perhaps best known for The Finals, a popular online shooter developed by Nexon subsidiary Embark Studio. Oh, Embark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there should be a B in there. Embark, I think. Embark Studio. Last year, I need to read all that. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I think the interesting thing is that they're calling this Overwatch 3 internally.
Yep, because part 2 did so well.
Yeah, like, did they learn nothing? Like, why would you call it Overwatch 3 when it's just the mobile version of Overwatch? Like, is the idea to transfer off of console onto mobile? Like, why don't you just call like Call of Duty Mobile, just Overwatch Mobile? Like, anyways, whatever. I don't. More power to them at Blizzard. Hopefully, Overwatch 3 does better than Overwatch 2.
Maybe it's not necessarily for us because.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
You got some people where a console is insanely expensive and they can play on their phone and they get the little backbone or whatever in, let's say, India. You know.
Yeah. No, you're totally right. You're totally right. Like,
everything isn't for us.
Yeah, like mobile gaming is huge, and I think that's awesome. But I think my issue is a pretty simple and petty one. But it's like, why are you calling this Overwatch 3? Just call it Overwatch Mobile. Like, that's what it is. It's a mobile version of Overwatch.
Because they're not developing Overwatch Mobile yet. When they develop Overwatch Mobile, they'll name it Overwatch Mobile.
Here's your classic Overwatch, but for mobile.
This is why you don't get paid the big bucks.
You're right. You're right. I'm stuck here making a podcast. Jeez.
Stay in your lane and stick to your little rinky-dink podcast. How about that?
Oh, speaking of staying in your lane, this is a quick hit. Number 7. How Overwatch 2 Gundam Wing collaboration was informed by Gunpla. There's nothing really. I'm not even going to bother doing all that. Gundam is in Overwatch, and you think that will be the time that me, DJ, aka the Gundam. I was gonna say simp. I don't think that's even the right thing.
Nah, it's fine. Gundam. Simp, trick, whatever.
Wait, wait a minute. One of those is worse than the other. But yes, the man that likes Gundam, the man that has the RX-78-2 tattooed on his back, you'll never know.
You do?
No, I don't. Can you imagine? Surprise. Oh man, but yeah, yeah, they brought Gundam to Overwatch, and it looks cool. Like the actual skins look dope, but me as an avid Gundam person who used to play Overwatch, it's not enough to get me back into Overwatch. I just think it's a good effort, good try.
So for anybody wondering, because I was like, what the hell is Gunpla? Are they trying to say gunplay and they just misspelled it multiple times?
No, Gunpla is like the models.
Gundam Plastic.
Yes.
Gunpla. Okay. Yeah. Continue.
But yeah. That's it. There's not really much other than it's just informing how those skins was, thinged about Gunpla. It doesn't matter. All right. That has been it for the news. Let us talk about what we have been playing. Sean, what have you been playing and me also been playing off of your account?
I put the team on my back. I dropped 2 gameplay videos in the Discord chat or in the video, whatever. But we have been playing the Marathon Alpha Test. The servers are so busy that there was like a virtual line that you had to wait in initially. Which there is no countdown, there is no timer. The screen just says, wait here. You have no idea if it's frozen. Real good job, Bungie. I I don't even know what I was doing, but I was looking the other direction and I heard audio. I was like, oh, okay, it started. But so I've played it at this point like 4 or 5 times. I'm kind of familiar with the loop. It is enjoyable. However, they need to work heavily on, I don't know what you want to call it. You're a designer. We spoke about this off camera. The visibility of the text. I am hunting on the screen to figure out what I'm looking for the info that I need to progress.
Yes.
Their UX, UI, whatever you want to call it.
It is the UI as the issue, but the issue you're experiencing is a UX, is a user experience issue. But yeah, you're totally right. Like I appreciate how
the aesthetic.
Yeah, I appreciate how like visually like sharp the aesthetic is and how like colorful the game is, but that does run into an issue of the icons, all the things that are on screen have to compete with the bright colors and stuff of the environment you're in. So it does create an issue where you're just like, okay, like I don't I need to see like this mission that I just accepted. Where is it on the screen? It's like on the top right and it's pretty small. It's like, okay, that could be a little bit bigger. Like even the whole like ping for your like for me anyways, I had an issue with the people that I was playing with. They're represented as a white dot on screen. And if you look at the screen, there's a bunch of colors on the screen. There's also a lot of white on the screen because of the fog in the background. So it's sort of an issue of like, okay, where are my people at? Oh, they're over there. Okay, now I see. It takes a little bit of time to like register things.
Is there pinging in Destiny?
No, I don't think so. I think Destiny came out before Apex. Yeah,
but I mean, other games added this shit after, like
I don't think Destiny 2
Fortnite added it after. So
yeah,
Respawn did the pinging in Apex so well, and everyone is trying to reinvent the wheel. So you can ping in this game, but I find myself hunting all over the screen as to where the ping is. You can open up the map and ping things, and I'm just like, there's while the game is visually striking and unique, I think what I want to say is it has a lot of noise on the screen. And I don't know if it's because it's just something new or it's a poor design. And I would hate to think that Bungie poorly designed the UI, but
I think the issue is just simply because like even like in like Call of Duty, is it Call of Duty? No, I'm thinking of Marvel Rivals. But like I think you can do it in Call of Duty too. You can change the color of your like UI pings and stuff. And I think by them doing that, at least gives you the chance to like, okay, I'm gonna make.
Are you showing the gameplay? Pull up the gameplay, man.
I'm showing the cinematic trailer. That's amazing.
Oh, okay, sure.
I mean, this is kind of like gameplay if you squint your eyes and use your imagination.
Whatever, man. But past
your gameplay,
that'd
actually be kind of difficult. I'd have to.
All right, never mind. Whatever.
Yeah.
It'll be posted on the channel. But the issue that this poses is that the game does not run fast. Everything is deliberate. You have a stamina meter. Once that runs out, you can't run.
Yeah.
You're looking through, because this is a looter extraction shooter.
Actually, real quick about the running. What do you remember? What character you were playing?
I tried all of them.
Okay, because I felt the slowest with Locust, but
what's their power?
Locust is the armored one. The
okay, with the shield.
Yeah, like the Master Chief. The Master Chief looking.
The tank, basically.
Yeah, the tank. Yes. But like Glitch and
Mm-hmm.
the Void, I felt like my voice is going. Glitch and the Void, I felt like I was moving the fastest with them, but also when you switch to your knife, you just run faster. And like the different guns have weight to them,
I think
but
they
it's not
expect you to know these things as well, but
exactly.
like
It's not told to
in
you. So
other
you're just
games, they
like,
would just tell you.
yeah, yeah. Because even when I was watching the streams
Mhm.
earlier of other people playing, they were asking the basic questions with it. I was like, oh yeah, the guns do have weight to them. They were like, oh no, the guns don't have weight to them. I'm like, the guns actually do have weight. So
Okay.
people just don't know how this game really works, and it's a thing of like
And
this
it
is an
may run into
alpha.
that same issue that Concord ran into where
Mhm, mhm,
this you're introducing new systems but not explaining them, and this
yeah.
is the new IP and people aren't going to bother investing into it, and you're going to have another debt on your hand.
I will say the pushback to that is that
Mhm.
the the stuff that they're adding,
Mhm.
I don't think Marathon is adding as much new stuff to the extraction shooter genre as
Yeah.
Concord tried to do to the team shooter. I don't know what to call that. Like I feel like
Hero
it
shooter.
was doing a lot. Yeah, hero. There we go. Hero shooter. Yeah. I feel like once you get past like, oh, okay, I need to switch my knife if I want to run.
Mhm.
Okay, I like the LMG. This is LMG. LMG is heavy. Like it's not even COD because COD doesn't do that anymore. COD just has you just do you move the same? Fuck, I don't know. I haven't played COD a long time. But like
Mhm.
it's a thing of like once you get those things down, then it's like, okay, I can kind of like manage myself now. But then you do run into the whole UI thing of like, okay, how do I do a mission? Like what do I need to look at to do a mission? And like I
I
think
mean,
for
so
me,
I got that down though. So
oh, okay. I
you
didn't get that
gotta
down.
activate you gotta activate a mission with your sponsors before you jump in the game. So you have to choose something,
Mm,
and you can change. You're not locked into something.
yeah.
Choose it, and now you need to actually pick the map that that thing is on. And then
Oh,
you can
okay.
also see your teammates' missions the same way you could in DMZ, although you cannot
Yeah.
do the actions to trigger their missions like you could in DMZ.
Okay.
So
Oh, interesting.
here's where the UI issue that I was running into though.
Mhm.
You pull up the map, it's bright, whatever the hell colors that they chose,
Oh yeah.
and that
The like blue and black and
all of
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So now you're trying to locate yourself on the map. Damn,
Yeah.
what color was I
Yeah.
again? Because it's
Yeah.
green, pink, and blue or whatever. And you ping something here, you're trying to figure out like they need to work on that. It's a promising game. It just needs some more TLC on the back end.
Yeah. And I think it is a thing of like this is an alpha and the one thing that I see a lot in the the conversations about this game online is that it's like, oh, I have this reaction.
Yeah.
Some time passes and it's like, oh yeah, this is an alpha. This game is not even considered a beta, and it's like, oh okay, yeah. But the reaction is the thing that spreads, but not the
Mhm.
realization of like, oh, this is actually like I'm actually a tester in this game right now, and it's not like a thing that is actually ready to go live.
Did they announce a rough release date?
Yeah, it's September 23rd.
This can't be an alpha 5 months out.
No, I mean, but that's the thing. Like, I feel like that's why I feel like they're going to do an open beta come this summer because for them to drop the alpha out now with the release date being so soon, it's like,
Yeah.
what? Why would you do that? Like, I mean, in their like little reveal
Mhm.
trailer, they did talk about how like their plan is to basically make or take the feedback and run with the
Mhm.
feedback and have the game ready by September. And it's like that means the game's gonna come really hot. Like I don't know. I wouldn't do this kind of strategy, but
here's my issue with the gameplay loop.
Mhm.
This feels thoroughly like a PC game because when you're looting bags, containers, whatever,
you need
it's
a
slow.
mouse.
It's slow. Yes, you need a mouse.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it pops up off to the side. You got to move your mouse over to the side and pick what
Yep.
you want from this list to take out.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I haven't run into missions that force you to look for certain things yet, but you know it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
You do your missions. You really don't. I mean, it's kind of like DMZ. We didn't know what the hell. You picking up 5 batteries here, a flashlight, whatever.
Yeah, right.
All of that's in there, and it's not going to make sense right now, and that's fine. And this is still an alpha, so things will change, and I hope they do change them. But like little things like, all right, once you're out of the game and you're in your vault in your backpack, highlight things.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I'm hovering over, let's say my gun attachment or my gun, highlight things in my backpack that is compatible with this. If I'm hovering over my body augment section, highlight things instead of me having to scroll
go to the
because
actual item and look over.
You have a vault of, I want to say it was like 50, 60. I'm sure it's going to be expandable.
Yeah.
You have to hover over each thing.
Like 200 or something.
You have to hover over each thing and figure out which these little icons does and read them in.
Yep.
But that's your gameplay loop. You're doing the mission. You're claiming your reward for doing the mission. You can upgrade things within each faction's skill tree. I don't know if you can use all the things in tandem, but you can upgrade. So that's your gameplay loop. You're getting things, claim your reward, upgrade your stuff in the skill tree.
Yep.
Repeat. And then you have that element of surprise, but you can't work with people like you could in DMC, and that is something that I did appreciate with DMC. And it sucks that it turned into griefing towards the end of it.
Yeah. And it is one of those things where it's just like being able to switch squads and add people to your squads is a really cool idea, but you have to put the energy in to make sure that that doesn't become toxic in a weird way. If people can like figure out to break the system, and like if you don't have the energy or you don't have the time to put into it, it's like, okay, well, I guess don't do it. But like you do lose out on the cool like storytelling of it, to be able to be like, yeah, like, you know, I had this whole run and like I ran to this person, we went back to back, or we went shot for shot. But I was like, all right, no, you know what, we're doing the same thing, let us become a team and then go kill other people, whatever. But
I miss those DMZ days.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where it's like, okay, it is possible and there's still room for the game to change pretty dramatically with all this feedback.
Sure.
If they plan on, you know, taking this stuff serious or taking this feedback serious.
I mean, they can release it and it can remain in beta same way Fortnite did.
DMZ did. Oh, Fortnite. Yeah.
And DMZ.
Yeah. And
just evolve. I don't know how hard that will be for them because everybody doesn't have Epic money or now Microsoft money behind the Call of Duty, but it can stay in beta and evolve.
Yeah.
It just needs to hook people. Yeah,
that could be a thing too, where it's like it actually releases in beta versus releasing as like a final project.
It can't release in beta though because they're selling it for money. So
that's also true. Yeah, they gotta figure that out.
They backed themselves into a corner.
That's a problem for Bungie.
Yeah, it's a problem for Bungie. But there's so much fire out. I can't see myself spending money to get an extraction shooter live service. This year, it would have to be free because I am enjoying the little moment to moment that I'm experiencing in the game. I'll upload a clip, throw it in the shorts, whatever y'all can see, but I see them nerfing the invisibility. I went invisible and just emptied the clip in somebody's head.
Yeah. Void is really strong right now, and it's like they need to tone that down. But if you do, that kind of creates a weird, my voice is going. Oh no, that's terrible. All right. You got anything else to say?
Nah. Try to open beta when it comes out.
For sure.
Anyway, Clair Obscur.
I talked about that earlier, so it's fine.
Oh,
it's a great game. Get it. Just get it. All right. You might have to Nah, okay. I'm good. All right, guys. That has been it for what we've been playing. That has been it for this episode of Press X Star Gamers Digest. I have to hurry this up before my voice completely goes out like the dying star of our sun. This has been another episode of Press X Star Gamers Digest. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as my voice enjoyed talking about this episode. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Don't forget, if you are listening, please leave us a review on whatever podcast service you are currently tuned in on. Join our conversation on our Discord at pressx2star.com/Discord. Until next time, cough drops.
Later, y'all.